Hello, guys. I thought I'd start part three of my diary with a bit of a halo on my face. See, looking a bit more religious than I normally am, eh? No, I'm only joking. All right, so jumping straight into part three. This was the 5th of August 2019, titled "The Last Few Days I Realized the Power of Allah," or the Kaaba. So I actually wrote down power of Kaaba, but it should say the power of Allah. Obviously, I'm reciting to this that I sent to you guys last year, so we can all reminisce, especially myself. So after the success of my last post, many have been asking me to send another, and my response was always, no, it can't really be beaten. But here I am writing again, not because something better has happened, but just that I can't stop crying as I write this, walking away from the Kaaba, getting hit left to right by the rush. But it's okay, I'm happy and content. I actually think I'm happier today as I felt something amazing without anything actually happening. I'm trying to remember the story myself. So since my experience a few days ago, which you all know about, my mum was asking me to take her to kiss the black stone. I just about managed to convince her that the stone was impossible. So to not get her hopes up, but that I would try, so at least she felt happy with that. But before I get mistracked into that story, let me tell you about the last couple of days. So we got a message from Jaman. Okay, this is okay. So we got a message from Jaman Baji to go to our late uncle Makbul's old office and clear out his drawers and collect his things. That's kismet, isn't it? That happened when we were there. Subhanallah. Um, and clear out his drawers. We went to meet his old friend, Mr. Salim, an old man who spoke extremely highly of our belated uncle. He said he was number one in everything, mashallah, ikhlaq, kindness, knowledge, everything. It was lovely meeting him. It really was. He was a nice guy, to be honest. He showed us all Uncle Bull's things, and it was like he kept everything. Like they didn't touch it. Subhanallah, that's one thing that I saw when I was there, and I remember, like they needed us to be there, so they felt they had permission to go through Uncle Mukbul's stuff. That's they're proper scared of. They're proper scared of the consequences. Um, wow, it was an eye opener. Um, so he showed us all the stuff. It was quite emotional. Uncle clearly had no idea it was his time. He had no idea his time was up. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Everything was left where it was. The prayer mats in the corner, picture of him and his wife Papa Good on his desk, dustbins, certificates, passports, money, like money hidden in envelopes, or money hidden in books. Um, I realize when I die, what is it I will leave behind? Yeah, that was an eye opener. Really, we leave nothing in it. A few quid. Um, the same feeling I got when I wrote my will before coming on Hajj. We spend 99% of our time wrapped up in the dunya. But when you put it down on paper, what exactly have we got that we are really leaving behind? What exactly have we got? Big, got nothing that we're leaving behind. I promise you it won't be much. Mine wasn't anyway. The only thing we got of value when we die is our deeds, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala judges us. I pray He judges us in our favour and we pass His test. Uncle Makbul surely passed his. Everyone says such nice things about him and his character, mashallah, and that's what he's taking with him to his grave. May Allah bless him with Jannat Firdaus. Ameen. Actually, and I read that in the Quran yesterday, that when you're being taken up after you pass away, when you're being taken up, they will announce you or call you by what people called you by in this dunya. So if you're a kind man, they will say the kind one. If he's a happy man, they will say the happy one. If he's a joker, they will say the joking one. I don't know. If he was, mean, they will say the mean one. So we've got to also think about what we leave behind here. um, which I think is important for all of us, right? Especially me, probably. Okay, so when we left the meeting place, on our way back, we brought some Qurans to donate. This was big. So we brought some Qurans left to donate because I remember we came by bus. Yeah, we came back by bus, and the bus was like the Pakistani, like the lower class Hajjis. Obviously, we're staying in the five-star hotels, right? This was where these guys are traveling in, and they come in for Hajj and Umrah by buses from quite far away. And then they have like obviously the bus stop where all the buses collate, just outside the main entrance of the outside the Haram area, quite far away. And there are like market stalls or a market stall I remember, and it's only like tasbees and Qurans. From there we bought a few Qurans, yeah. Um, we bought quite a few Qurans actually, to donate in the Haram. We normally buy the green ones, yeah. We normally buy we were buying the green ones every time we donated it because we're doing it, literally, maybe not every day, but every time we went shopping. And we're buying the green ones again and again and again. The green ones we were told, or we thought, I guess, were better. Um, but this time, as I was buying them, as I was buying the green ones, but as we were purchasing, someone from behind me, he said, "No, you should buy the blue ones. If they're for donation, you should buy the blue ones. They are more of the Pakistani version of Qurans. Yeah, the blue ones are the more of the Pakistani with the zir zabbas." I thought no to myself, as we should be learning to read it properly, right? I shouldn't be, if I'm donating something, I shouldn't be donating the second best, which is learning to read Quran with the zir zabbas. I should be doing the other one, which makes people, learn it in a better way. Um, but 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 yeah, we brought some of those because he said there was a lot of green ones there already. Buy the blue ones. There's not that many there. So anyway, we decided to buy the blue ones, and started to buy the blue ones. Now we got to the Haram for exactly Asr time. I quickly prayed outside while poor mum and dad had to carry all the bags and walk back to the hotel. Yeah, so they had to carry all the other bags. I had the Quran bags with me, which were heavy. Mum and dad, Bajade, seriously, it's difficult out there, man. They travelled it all the way back to the hotel. I took the Qurans into the Haram to place them on the shelf, not knowing if they would allow me to or not. Um, and also not knowing if anyone actually wanted the blue ones or not. So I had that doubt in my head, that was that decision right or wrong, as I was entering the Kaaba and as I'm going to put it away. Um, as I walked in, I caught the glimpse of the Kaaba, and it always makes your hairs on your arm stand. It pulls you in. I quickly placed some Qurans down and then saw a lady holding a green one, flicking through the pages, not looking too happy. She then closed it and put it back on the rack. At that point, I handed over a blue one from my bag, and instantly she smiled and started reading it. Simple. It was, mashallah, instantly Allah gave the answer I was waiting for. He seriously did. I remember that. He just instantly, like, that was what was going through my head. Boom, there's your answer. On the rack, slowly hear people asking the lady sitting near the shelf. Okay. So I handed over Marshall inside. Allah give me the answer. I placed a few more on the rack and could slowly hear people asking the lady near the shelf to pass the blue ones over. It's these little signs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us so we remember Him. And I remember standing there just started crying because, again, it's these little things, isn't it? I turned towards the Kaaba and just started crying. Allah is great. He straight away gave me the feeling I was looking for. Just maybe we were getting rewarded for others reading the Qurans that we just placed. The feeling was overwhelming. I couldn't hold back the tears. And at that point I decided rather than standing here in awe of the Kaaba, I'll do a dwarf for Uncle Makbul and enjoy the moment even more. Cool. So look, I'm going to carry on the next one. Obviously 10 minutes. There shouldn't be too much more. I'll see you on that one.